Imagine stepping into a home from the 1940s with its quaint charm and slightly quirky features. Picture yourself walking through a space filled with unique details that once felt like the cutting edge of comfort and style. Today, we're looking at some of the strangest, most nostalgic home features from that era. Things we rarely see today. Whether it's gadgets that made life easier or design choices that felt like a revolution at the time, these vintage home features tell a story of a different time. So, let's take a walk through history and explore the fascinating oddities that made 1940s homes so distinct. 1. Pulled chain toilets. Pulled chain toilets were a common sight in homes of the 1940s, adding a sense of grandeur to even the most basic bathroom. Unlike the modern flush lever we know today, these toilets had a long chain hanging down from the ceiling, which you tug to release the water and send everything down the drain. While it may sound odd today, it was considered a modern marvel back then, offering better water pressure for a cleaner flush. Over time, the design was replaced by more practical, efficient mechanisms. But those pull chains still bring a nostalgic smile to anyone who remembers their grandparents' bathroom. 2. Gas lighting. Before electricity was available in every home, gas lighting was a norm in many 1940s homes, especially in rural areas. It gave off a warm, flickering light that created an inviting atmosphere. Gas lamps were typically installed in hallways and living rooms, providing both function and a bit of vintage charm. But as electric lighting became more reliable and affordable, gas lamps faded away. These days, you'd be hard-pressed to find a home with the soft glow of gas lighting, except in historic homes or certain retro-themed cafes. 3. Pink tile bathrooms. A quintessential feature of 1940s bathrooms. Pink tiles were all the rage in post-war America. Entire bathrooms, walls, floors, even sinks, were adorned with pastel pink tiles that created a cheerful, vibrant look. It was a time when color was seen as a way to make a home feel lively and unique. But over the years, the style faded out of favor. Today, the thought of a whole room in pink tiles might make us cringe, but back then, it was the epitome of luxury and charm. These days, you might find a few retro renovations trying to bring back that vintage charm, but it's not something you see in many new homes. 4. Electric washing machines with wringer attachments. In the 1940s, doing laundry was a whole different experience. While modern washing machines do it all, the ones in the 40s had wringer attachments that you had to manually feed clothes through after they were washed. The wringer helped squeeze out excess water, and though it may sound like a labor-intensive process, it was a huge step up from hand-washing clothes. Today, we can't imagine a washing machine without an automatic spin cycle. But in the 40s, those machines were considered top-of-the-line gadgets for busy homemakers. 5. Coal-burning fireplaces. Before central heating systems took over, many homes in the 1940s relied on coal-burning fireplaces to keep warm. These massive, roaring fireplaces provided a cozy and efficient heat source, but also require a lot of maintenance, including stoking the fire and cleaning out the ashes. While the crackling sound of burning coal is still romanticized in movies, the pollution and the labor involved made it less practical over time. Today, we enjoy the warmth of gas or electric fireplaces, but the coal-burning variety remains a nostalgic reminder of winters past. 6. Radiator covers. In the 1940s, radiators were a common form of home heating, but they weren't always the most aesthetically pleasing feature. To cover up these bulky metal boxes, many homeowners opted for radiator covers made of wood or decorative metal. These covers were often designed with intricate carvings or painted finishes to make them blend in with the rest of the room's decor. While we now have sleek, modern heating systems, those radiator covers are a lovely piece of history that reminds us of how people once worked hard to make their homes look cozy and stylish. 7. Feather beds and mattress toppers. Before the era of memory foam and pillow-top mattresses, feather beds were all the rage in the 40s. They were essentially large, fluffy mattress toppers filled with down feathers that provided an extra layer of softness and warmth. People would lay them on top of their regular mattresses to make them more comfortable. While feather beds were luxurious and cozy, they were also high maintenance, requiring regular fluffing and cleaning. Today, We have more durable and easy-to-care-for alternatives, but there's something special about the nostalgia of sinking into a soft, feathery bed at the end of the day. 8. Wood paneling. Wood paneling was a hallmark of many 1940s homes, particularly in the living room or den. While modern interior designers may shy away from this look, it was once seen as a classy, sophisticated way to add warmth and texture to a room. Whether it was dark mahogany or lighter pine, the panels covered the walls, making spaces feel cozy and distinguished. Over time, the trend faded, especially as lighter, airier design styles took over. Today, wood paneling is often viewed as outdated, but it still evokes that warm, vintage feeling when used in the right setting. 9. Built-in ice boxes. Before refrigerators became widespread, homes in the 1940s often had built-in ice boxes. These were insulated cabinets where a block of ice would be stored to keep food cool. In fact, ice delivery men would visit homes regularly to drop off fresh blocks of ice, much like how milkmen once delivered dairy products. It was a significant convenience at the time, though the need for ice delivery eventually gave way to electric refrigerators. It's hard to imagine life without the hum of a fridge, but those ice boxes were once the heart of many kitchens. 10. Telephone booths in the hallway. Believe it or not, there was a time when having a telephone in your home was a luxury, and even more so if you had a dedicated phone booth. These booths, often placed in the hallway or near the kitchen, offered privacy for phone conversations, an important feature when everyone in the house shared one landline. These booths were designed with a little door and sometimes even had a chair for comfort while talking. With the rise of cordless phones and cell phones, telephone booths disappeared, leaving behind only fond memories of those long chats in a quiet corner of the house. From quirky bathroom tiles to dedicated phone booths, the 1940s were a time of innovation, creativity, and homegrown charm. While many of these features have disappeared over the years, they remain part of our collective memory, a nostalgic reminder of how far we've come. What's your favorite vintage home feature from the past? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more trips down memory lane. See you in the next video.